Hey, or should I say ho ho ho. Welcome to the DV channel and Merry Christmas to you guys, spreading joy and happiness to you all. Speaking of joy and happiness, I would like to provide a context of the game I have for you today. I went to my local's Kaiser Cards to actually pick up my Digimon pre-orders, and to my surprise, I actually met a fan. A local fan who has been following my videos and lists that I share online, and actually able to meet a fan in real life has been a surreal experience. We both agreed to have a match featuring on my channel, and she brought one of her personal favourites, the yellow hybrid. To pair nicely against the deck, I decided to bring my dual colour blue-yellow Paladin mode. Without further ado, let's dive right into the game itself, as we actually do see the reinforced memory boost putting that purple option in the security. So it's gonna be a hell of a turn as I do swing. And of course the Magnamon does die, but the armor release does save the Vmon from actually dying. I'm gonna evolve to another Magnamon, of course, and I'm gonna evolve to a Submarimon in the nursery. So what my deck is going for is definitely to play towards the blue-yellow in the form of the Magnamon, the Submarimon, the Shakomon, and of course the Azulongmon. Now all these dual color do contribute to you playing the Paladin mode, and of course I do play the level 5 cat. Not sure of its actual name, but we will be seeing it in the future turns. Now I do swing the Submarimon, drawing one next to the Vmon at her security. It's gonna hit into a Zoe, which allows her to actually look through the security and pick up a hybrid Digimon, which is gonna be nice in the following turns. I'm gonna swing my Magnamon as well, hitting to a Pokemon, but a slight misplay here because the Zephyrmon and the Zoe will make sure that the Pokemon is big enough to actually kill the Magnamon, but we do forget that the effect of the buffing of the security is there. And this is the cat I'm talking about, which allows me to discard a card from my hand and does gain that color, and if it does have 2 color in the end, it does draw 2 cards. So the idea is actually discard the Paladin mode from my hand to the drop zone, so that my Paladin mode will be 3 cost. But however, against the yellow hybrid, the Paladin mode won't really have a chance to actually appear in the game itself because there is no window for it to happen. Now it does evolve to the Jet Seal Vmon, allowing the heal 1 and then going for the reinforced memory boost. And then actually evolving to the Seraphimon in the new as a promo one. That's going to allow her to heal 1 more, and it's back at 5 security already. And it's going to swing at the Azulongmon to basically clash together and die, so that she can use the Seraphimon on deletion effect, which allows her to heal 1 more. And this game has only started for her, given that she has 6 security left, and I don't know how many damage I have dealt in this game already. I'm going to hatch to the Upamon here, and of course evolving to the Vmon. Now if you guys haven't already noticed, this deck is definitely playing all the Vmons possible because I do play Magnamon, and Magnamon being 4 cost is actually quite nasty, so you do want to make sure it's always 3 cost because 3 cost is more handleable, I would say. But the Magnamon is really too good in my opinion because Magnamon is a blocker and does gain 2 KTP for every armor Digimon and drop zone, and of course for the armor release. I'm gonna move out the Vmon here, actually going to the Kumamon to actually take out the Zoe Digisource, because Zoe Digisource does benefit the security Digimons. It's going to go for this super option to actually kill off both Digimons there, so feels bad, man. But the Vmon armor release does help, making my Vmon actually staying alive there. Hatching to the Upamon and of course evolving to another Vmon. I'm going to swing this jamming Vmon here, which is, you know, very safe to swing with, and does have Kari to actually gain 1 memory thanks to that. And I must say, in a long drag out game, Kari really does a lot. I'm gonna evolve to the Kumamon once again to actually basically just to cycle. I'm gonna evolve to the Shakomon here to heal 1, putting me to 6. So a very healthy range, I would say, but he's gonna swing with the hybrid already, and my security pushing me to 5. Does hit into a Vmon, so it does survive. It's gonna move up the Zoe and evolve to the Kazemon here, and actually going to play another Kari. Now multiple Karis in a game is going to be so annoying because whenever you do swing a security, they do gain 1 memory for each Kari they have. But I'm going to go for the Submarimon to actually take out the Zoe once again and reducing the DP of the Kazemon, allowing my Submarimon to actually swing over it and do draw 1 text to the Upamon. If you guys can see, my hand is looking very beefy there. I'm going to cast the Ice Wall just to pass the turn because I can't really do too much anyway. And it's going to use the Kazemon to swing over the Submarimon, but thanks to the armor release, the Vmon is rescued. But the Ice Wall do pass the turn however, so I memory choke at 1. So a very surprising move from her. So she's not setting out any further tamers, but actually just going to use the Ice Wall to actually pass the turn. I'm going to hardcore the Vmon after I clear the Kazemon with my Shakomon, picking out the Azulongmon to hand. She's going to play the TK Tamer here, looking at the security and thus pick up the Reinforced Memory Boost. And Reinforced Memory Boost against the Eyesore has been a common sight in my channel at least. They both do a devastating amount of impact in the game, I would say, but definitely the Eyesore takes the cake. I'm gonna swing the Shakumon at the security, and the 2 Kari will basically gain 2 memory there, putting me to 0. I'm gonna evolve to the Magnamon to pass the turn, giving her exactly 3 because she does have DK. She's gonna play the Kari Tamer here, which does set the 3, but does gain 1 memory when you do increase the security there. So very interesting. I do go for my own Davies to actually finally set up my own Tamer, because this game is gonna be dragged out further, and if I don't have my own memory Tamer there, the Kari man is gonna choke me to death. She does actually go for the Pokemon here, looking at top 5, and does pick up the Kari, of course, because Kari is just MVP. She's gonna move out the TK and evolve to the Kazemon there, and Kazemon will basically be free thanks to the Pokemon, and she's gonna go for the Kari once again. Now there's 3 Kari on the field, which is gonna be very scary. I'm gonna go for my own Tommy, basically setting up my own hybrid stuff. I'm gonna go for the Dual Tamer, of course. Now Dual Tamer is gonna allow me to gain to 5 memory, I hope, if she doesn't actually throw her bodies to the security. But I must say Pokemon is very valuable, so she won't anyhow throw the Pokemon at the security without risking it to die. Now the Kari Tamer does gain 1 memory thanks to that interaction of gaining 1 security. Now the Pokemon will allow the Zephyrmon to be free here. It's gonna further evolve to the Jet Sylphimon to allow her to heal to 4 actually, so she's been healing so much in this game alone. And I must say the deck idea she's going for with this purple hybrid, or sorry, yellow hybrid, is basically to out-sustain your opponent and of course finishing the game with the Lord Susanomon. Now we do hit the Tommy there and taking out the Digisource of the Jet Sylphimon. It's gonna swing with the Kazemon there. I'm gonna decide to block this instead. So the Pokemon is basically stuck there to give me more memory, and it's gonna evolve to the Seraphimon to heal once again, putting her to 5. But I do gain 2 memory thanks to the Dual Tamer, and it's time to do a move, I would say. I'm gonna move out one of the Tommy to actually evolve to the Korikakumon to actually freeze the Pokemon from further swinging, ensuring that my Dual Tamer will always be active. I'm gonna use the Dual Tamer to take out the Digisource from the Seraphimon, and then using Tommy inherent ability to actually freeze the Seraphimon. So it's going to have 2 Digimons freeze there, which is going to be unfortunate for her in the future turns. But the 3 Kari does activate, putting me to 0 already. But this is where I find the opportunity to throw all my bodies there. I'm going to hit to a dual TK there, hitting to another one. So basically she's going to start a turn with 7 memory, and I do forget to draw 1 thanks to the Upamon. I'm going to go for the Eyesore here, but because of the Tamers, she's going to start a turn with 7 memory despite me trying to memory choke her. But it doesn't really work. But definitely I do have the advantage because she does have 2 Digimon freeze there. But she's gonna swing the Electmon at the Shakumon here. Thanks to the Cellmon, she does actually have Retaliation, so does kill my Shakumon. But she does lose 2 memory thanks to the Eyesore, but she's gonna go for the Reinforced Memory Boost, which is gonna be 5 cost only thanks to the Kari. So we do see a Susanomon adding to hand, and that's put the last Kari to the top deck of the security. And she's gonna go for the Wyvern's Breath to actually kill off that Magnamon, and with minus DP, the armor release doesn't really help because the minus DP will actually stick to the Vmon, and Vmon will be a negative DP, and negative DP can't stay on the field, so it will die. Now I do have 10 memory to work with this turn, so it's going to be a swing from the Vmon, and with the 4 Karis there, it's not going to stop me from actually evolving to the hybrid to end the game in this turn. So I'm going to swing with the Kukakumon, basically the level 4 hybrid, and the last security there, hitting to nothing, so this is where I do evolve on top of my other Tommy to actually go for game, and this will be game 1. Moving on to game 2 here with me going first and evolving to the Vmon, and I must say this Vmon really helps the dual color decks because you're actually able to pick up the top 4 of your deck and choose one dual color blue card into your hand. Doesn't matter where it's option, doesn't matter where it's tamer, but we do see Pokemon which is the best tamer and hybrid searcher here. And you're going to pick up the Kazemon as well as the Kari tamer to hand, putting the rest to the bottom deck. And of course she's going to play a second Pokemon, and it's going to be very scary in my opinion because having those Pokemons, if not dealt with, it's going to gain her so much memory and pluses in the same turn. And of course I do respect that Pokemon. I'm going to push out my Vmon first. I'm going to swing with it to draw 1 thanks to the Upamon. And fortunately I do hit into a Kari, but a Kari so early into the game is going to be so annoying. But I'm going to evolve to my Korikakumon to actually freeze one of the Pokemons. And then evolving to the Beowulfmon for 1 cost because balance. And I'm going to swing a security using the Beowulfmon skill to actually bounce the level 4 hybrid to hand to bounce the Pokemon to hand. And then of course hit into a second tamer there, and with those tamers set up, she's gonna have a breeze in this game. Now she does actually pick up the Kazemon thanks to the Zoe there. And thus it move up the Electmon already, and Electmon will actually be swinging at the security. So a very interesting play there. That's die, which is what she wants, so that Electmon will actually kill the Vmon, so a very nice double kill there. She's gonna move out of Zoe and then evolve to the Kazemon for free thanks to the Pokemon. Then evolving to the Jet Sylphimon to a heal 1. And this the healing begins, and she's not gonna stop there by evolving to the Seraphimon to pull her to 5. So basically what I did in the previous turn has no impact, which is very unfortunate. I'm gonna hatch the Upamon first and then evolving to my Vmon. I'm gonna evolve to my level 4 hybrid nursery. This just means I don't really have much plays to make, as I do hardcore the Vmon to pass the turn. As of now, I do miss my Tamers because Tamers really help the deck to actually just be stronger in terms of field presence. She's gonna swing the Seraphimon at the security, doesn't die. She's gonna play for the Kari here. So she does have the purple Kari and the yellow Kari. So this girl really loves Kari. Now we're gonna go for the Ice War here, just because Ice War. And we're swinging with the level 4 hybrid to draw 1 thanks to the Vmon, and of course drawing 1 thanks to the Upamon because the Pokemon doesn't have Digisource. Hitting to a TK. So not a pleasant sight I would say, but the Kari does gain 1 memory for her. She does pick up a Zoe from the security. I'm going to swing the Beowulfmon at the security as well to actually freeze the Pokemon. We do hit into the Zephyrmon, and thanks to that Zoe, the Zephyrmon is quite beefy, does kill off my Beowulfmon in exchange. I'm going to go for my Devis finally, which I do draw into it. I'm going to pick up the Submarimon to hand. Now she's going to start a turn with 4 memory of course. Resending the Pokemon and the Seraphimon. She's gonna push out the TK and evolve for free once again thanks to the Pokemon. Now the Pokemon not being dead is gonna hurt me quite a lot because she does have always 2 memory free in her turn. And the Jet Sylphimon will come down and heal once more. And thanks to the Kari, basically the Jet Sylphimon evolution cost is basically free. She's gonna swing at the level 4 hybrid deck, respecting their damage potential. She's gonna swing again, putting her to 0 thanks to the Ice Wall proc. The Azulomon will kill the Jet Sylphimon though. And she's gonna end the turn with a Zoe play to look at the security to pick up a hybrid Digimon, in this case the Zephyrmon. So she's definitely loaded up with hybrid Digimons in hand, and she's gonna keep evolving on them for free because of the Pokemon. I'm gonna evolve to our Vmon here. And then playing our Ice War once again to basically just stop the game. And then evolving to the Kumamon. The Kumamon will of course take out the Digisource of the Zoe there. Zoe is very strong on the field, and I'm going to evolve to the Shakomon to heal 1, putting us to 3 security, which is a more healthier range I would say. Now it's going to start the turn with 4 memory once again. Zoe will be pushed out and evolving to the Zephyrmon for free thanks to the Pokemon once again, and they'll go for the Jet Sylphimon to heal 1, putting her to 5, and that Tamer will basically gain 1 memory back, and she's back at 5 security and 4 memory. The Ice Wall doesn't really stop her because she does lose 2 memory here, but she still can swing. But she's not going to swing, she's going to cast the purple option to kill the Shakomon, which I truly expect because the Shakomon can be evolved to a Paladin mode in the same turn, which is going to be very scary. And I don't have much move to make as I do move out Vmon and evolving to the Submarimon to finally kill off that annoying Pokemon. I'm going to evolve to the Betsumon, which is a cat name. It's going to allow me to discard 1, in this case the Paladin to draw 2, and that's it, because I don't have much memory to work with. And she does have the 2 Digimon swinging at my security here, and does die to the Azulongmon, and it's going to heal 1, putting her to 6 security, which is very nice. And it's going to swing the Jet Sylphimon, killing off with the Magnamon, but she does have a final hybrid Digimon to go for game. We'll be moving on to game 3. Now we do start off the turn with her going first, evolving to the Electmon, and going for the Zoe already, looking at the 5 security. And it looks like she actually missed the search, so that's very unfortunate because if you don't have hybrid in your security, the Zoe is basically just a shuffle for 3 costs, which is very expensive. I'm going to evolve to the Kumamon in nursery, then going for our own Tommy to set up for future turns. She's going to move out the Electmon and she starts swinging at security already, hitting to just a Vmon though, so not very punished. And she's going to go for another Zoe, but we already know that security doesn't really change. So she's just going to shuffle once again, basically to set out the future turns for the hybrids. We start swinging with the Kumamon to draw 1 thanks to the Vmon, hitting to a Kari, which is not something I want to see in the early game. I'm going to move up the Tommy to evolve to a Kumamon to pass the turn, to basically just cycle to the deck. He does hatch into a Salmon. she does move the Zoe here and will be evolving to a Zephyrmon. So the security Digimons are definitely buffed here, and we will respect that buff. I do evolve the Vmon first, of course, and then evolving to the Beowulfmon. I'm actually going to swing at security using the Beowulfmon skill to actually bound the Zephyrmon to hand, so the Zoe will actually be discarded to the trash because it's not like de-evolve. Does hit into a Seraphimon, which allows the Beowulfmon to die, and thanks to the Kari, she does gain 1 memory, passing the turn. She's gonna move out the Zoe once again and evolve to Zephyrmon, which I did bounce out, and she's just basically cycling through her deck, so actually not very good for her because she wants to develop the board as much as possible, or rather the tamers especially, but it looks like she's not drawing them and she's not having the best third game. Now the Zephyrmon will actually swing at security, hitting to a Tommy, so taking out that Zoe once again, which is unfortunate, and she's gonna go for the option to actually kill off that Kumamon, and the Kumamon is just sent to the drop zone. Now the Vmon will be pushed out here and we swing at the security because of his jamming is no fear. We're moving on with evolution on the Vmon, and of course the Kari activates, so we do forget about that, but I'm gonna just evolve to the Magnamon either way, even though it does pass the turn. She's gonna go for the Wyvern Breath here to actually kill off the Magnamon, but I do have 7 memory to work with, which is a lot. Gonna hatch the Upamon once again. Gonna evolve to the Vmon. Pushing out that Tommy to evolve to the Korikakumon to freeze that Zephyrmon to prevent any plays. I'm gonna evolve to the Shakomon because I do want to play towards my Paladin mode. Gonna hardcore the Vmon to actually look at top 4 for a dual yellow card. In this case, the Azulong one, so that's very nice. She's just gonna go for the reinforced memory boost, so unfortunate she doesn't have any tamer to make plays with, and the top 2 doesn't look too nice because she does put the Elecmon to hand and the Kazemon to the security. As we know that the security is just a Kazemon, I'm gonna evolve to the Azulongmon and gonna start swinging very safely at the security. Gonna use a Tommy skill to just further freeze that Zephyrmon once again. The Azulongmon effect should actually activate right here when attacking, but I do have a slight misplay there, but I do activate at the end of the Kari effect, which allows me to gain 2 memory. Swing the Vmon at the security, and that's hit into another Kari, which stops my lethal from happening because I do have Hybrid in hand, and the Kari will push me to 1 memory, preventing me from actually evolving to the Tamer to go for a game. But I'm gonna go for the Ice Wall to stall the game out. I'll actually be evolving to the Submarinmon on top of the Vmon, and thanks to the Azulongmon skill, the Submarinmon will be standing. Unfortunately, she does miss the dual hybrid to actually gain 2 more memory for this turn, but this turn is looking very grim for her already as she does hardcore the Pokemon to look at top 5, and we don't see Jet Seal Vmon still because that's what she really wants, as we have seen in the previous 2 games. The Jet Seal Vmon really does a lot by having just 1 cost to heal 1. She's gonna evolve for free thanks to the Pokemon, using the reinforced memory boost to put her to 3. It looks like she doesn't have any further play. She's gonna go for the reinforced memory boost once again, and we do see Elecmon adding to hand once again, so this is just not her game for this game 3. But the Vmon will go for the last swing, hitting to the Kari, which we have seen earlier. Kari will gain her 2 memory, but the Azulongmon will swing for game. Merry Christmas everyone! This is the Paladin mode that I'm trying to pilot in this game alone, and this is her purple hybrid. Thank you guys for watching till the end, and do consider subscribing, dropping a like and a comment, and of course, Merry Christmas!